add more W's to that column. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Starts off zoning with the fireball.
Player 2 with the life lead. Pressuring them in the corner. They were ready for that air attack. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. All right, what's coming next? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in is denied. Player 2 chases him down. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zone, goes for the super art. What a good spot. Experience ends the round with a punish counter, living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. There's nuh-uh to the impact. Parries the projectile. Player 1 looking winded, burnout changes the game. Crunchy tiger knee. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Long-range fireball to break the silence. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Starts with the high tiger shot. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 digs in deep to get that drive impact. Nice tiger nose. Are we going to see a comeback here? Checks with the medium kick. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Medium kick hit. Okay, here we go. Blade burns out. Punish counter sets the table for big damage. That combo finishes it. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight!
Shoots the play. Uses their drive gauge. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1 went for the kill with the super art to take the round. Instead of playing conservative, they better hope that gamble pays off for them. Anti-air in the clutch! Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. Bone-shattering tiger knee. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. That corner position could be dangerous. Quick medium poke. Getting up close and personal. Uses their drive gauge. This is gonna hurt. It's over! Player 1 puts a big win on the resume. They should get some extra points for that one. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Starts with the high tiger shot. Checks them with the projectile. Who'll gain control of the match in the early going?
Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. All right, what's up now?
Big counter. Very dangerous range. Can definitely get clipped by something.
Starts with the jump in.
All right, what's coming next? Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Gonna spin their gauge on a drive rush here. Spices things up by adding the super art to the combo. Player 2 chases him down. Experiencing burnout. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball on. Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Fires off a tiger shot. Opts for the anti-air. Gotta be much. Ooh, burnout activates. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Front charges forward. Knockdown and attempts to break the still. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Looking for a chance. Uses a target combo as a filler. Perfect read with the anti-air. Tiger knee to the sternum. Needs to find a chance to seal the deal here. Gotta do better than that. Sets up with the jump in. Burn up, but they might have a plan. He only needs one shot. Tiger cannon. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge. Drive impact misses! Keeps them out! What are they gonna do? Drops it! You're done! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Starts things off with a jump in. The final round adds a little spice with the overdrive. Fires off a tiger shot. Lots of watching from afar that round. But is it all about to change? What are they connects with the throw? Looking for a chance. Starts with the high tiger shot. Oh, just do it! Oh, what a rush! Punish counter sets the table for big damage. Rule goes for the shit sure you can to give him the early bird pass to the afterlife party.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Their drive gauges aren't full. This means less resources to use winning. Oh, burnout! Was that on purpose? Are you for real? Player 1 can't use any dump some. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? That's a counter.
Shoots off a fireball up close.
Fires off a tiger shot.
What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Good anti-air.
Takes a trip. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Burns the drive gauge. Roll doesn't connect. All right, what's coming next?
This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something.
They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Hell! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give him a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. Checks them with the projectile.
Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round.
Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Gotta be careful not to whip this range. Player 1 is in burnout, drives off the table. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep.
Sure you can!
Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Side switch out of the corner. Tiger needs to just punches that off and keeps going. Drive impact could be the end of this. Fires off a tiger shot. Time to reassess the situation. Starts with the high tiger shot. Both fighters and just bets it all on the drive run. No. Things are very tense as this exchange continues. Clutch, and hit. A daring impact to wrap up the round. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more.
Here comes a new challenger!
Y'all better have on your Sunday's best because it's time for business.
Let us begin. Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. Let's see what these fighters have in store. Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Checks with the projectile. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. What are they thinking here? Player one is just about out of drive after that. Lots of aggression from both sides. Down. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player one is in burnout, drives off the table, takes a trip. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Tiger knee to the sternum. Looking for a chance. One chance here may end this round. Couldn't shake the projectile. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Fires off a tiger shot. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Go slow with the tiger shot. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Starts with the high tiger shot. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Checks in with the low tiger shot. Player one needs to be cautious with drive gauge. Burnout triggered. There's an overdrive on. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Blocks it. Brushes that off and keeps going. The spacing is so on point right now. Any mistake here will be big. Go slow with the tiger shot. Player two will need to... Oh, burnout activates. Not much life left. Gutsy fireball gives them the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Last chance? It's now. This is gonna be bad news. Okay, the overhead denied. Blocks it. Oh, you never know what can happen here. Starts with the high tiger shot. Baits out the low kick. Wrecks him. Dangerous rank. This is gonna hurt. Here come and whiffs. They're wide open. That corner position could be dangerous. Amazing. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arm. She's willing to risk it for the overdrive. What are they going to do? The jump in is denied. Burns out. Sets the tone with the tiger. What? In anti-air? Zoning with the low tiger shot. Close range projectile. Keeps him out. Drive impact misses. Come on, you gotta tech that throw. Player one puts a big win on the resume. They should get some extra points for that one. It is not over. They want that run back. How's this going to unfold? Fires off a tiger shot. Gets the jump in. Shoots off a fireball up close. I wonder what the plan is here. Player one has the life lead. Had the radar up and running. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Taking stock. Player one chases him down. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Hits! Player one draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum? Everything up until now and everything from here on out is so vital. Overdrive window. Denies the jump in. Goes low with the tiger shot. They choose to spin the meter to up the depth, experiencing burnout. The spacing is so long. Sets up with the jump in. Both sides getting ready. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Zoning with the low tiger shot. Will we see a drive impact? Closing moments of the round, one hit's gonna do it. Closes it out. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Oh, we're gonna run it back now? This thing ain't over yet. Combo with the target combo. Gets a chance with the jump in. Picks up some quick damage with that combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. lays on the pressure with the projectile. And player one will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent. Hits him. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Creates distance to try to get a read on the opponent. Player two chases him down. Shoots off a fireball up close. Starts with the high tiger shot. Holds out with the block. Takes the hit and keeps on trucking. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Barely blocks the jump in. Player one needs to use the threat of the corner here. Manages to block the jump in. They were waiting for it. Goes low with the tiger shot. Perfect read with the anti-air. He puts the brakes on the impact. Look, will this super hard KO? Player one puts a big win on the resume. They should get some extra points for that one. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That drive impact is blocked. Starts off zoning with the fireball. Decides to go with the target combo. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Player one will be in a world of hurt if this drive gauge runs out. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Takes a trip. Player one needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Sticks the combo. Pokes with the medium kick. Goes low with the tiger shot. Player one is gonna have to wait for their fires off the Kenku Hadouken. Drive rush to keep it going. Each hit is so important here. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. You gotta be mindful of reach and jump ins at this range. Player two needs to hold out until their drive gauge. They're going for the super hop. Did you hear the roar? KO. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Gotta make sure they respect the fireball. Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here? Crunchy tiger knee. Player two has the life lead. Can they build on this? Still struggling for control of the neutral. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Fires off a tiger shot. The path to win looks very tough here. And I don't know if they reads the jump in perfect. Checks in with the low tiger shot. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Will we see, were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? They push their way out of burnout, but they might have a plan. Closing moments of the round. One hit's gonna do. You're done. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive arc. Knee to the grill. Catches them slipping. Sets the tone with a tiger shot. Solid anti-air. Roll time. Can this drive bring them back? There's a burnout. Player one is in burnout state. A very perilous situation. Forward throw. Laying the pressure on thick. Burnout, but they might have a plan. Player one can't let the turn get all the way up with the super. Oh, this super arc could change the makeup of this match.
The Emperor has spoken.
A real test of nerves here. Bone-shattering tiger knee. Denies the jump-in attempt.
Sagat.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. Oh, they never want these matches to end. The first round, drive impact misses. Gets the jump in. Grabs him. Player one has a slight life lead that they may sit on. The low heavy hits. They're not afraid to let the overdrive arc fly even when their drive gauge isn't topped off. Was looking for that jump attack. Shoots off a fireball up close. Neither of them willing to give up ground here. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. The corner makes it hard to escape. They've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there.
They've got the meter for a drive impact. Hold your breath.
Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact.
Player wraps it up with a decisive combo.
Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Little drive hunt. Ooh, are we going to see some fireworks here?
Starts with the high tiger shot. Checks with the medium kick.
Goes low with the tiger shot.
Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks.
Player 1 has the life lead. Can they build on this? Goes for the drive rush. Nice tiger nose. Spends the meter on the super art. Uses the gauge for the super art. They want to show they're not playing around.
The Emperor has spoken.
Drive impact could be the end of this. Wrecks them. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. You're done. Player 2 gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here?
Checks them with the projectile. Anything that happens early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. On dangerous turf, easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 has the life lead, backs him into a corner, holds out with the block. Player 2 maintaining the corner pressure for some juicy damage. Got their eye on the air.
All right, what's coming next?
In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Had the radar up and running.
KO. Player 2 draws first blood and it's on the board. Can they keep the momentum?
Projectile to try to change the situation.
Secures the jump in.
Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
That's a big gap. Who's gonna close it?
They both have full drive gauges to work with.
What are they doing? Tiger knee to the sternum. Checks in with the little tiger shot. Going in? Will we see a drive impact? That corner's blocking. That drive impact isn't going to work. Goes low with the tiger shot. Looking winded, burnout changes the game. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Jumps up, anti-air in the clutch, the throw connects. Player 1 can't use any drive moves. Gotta wrap it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Shoots the plasma. Perfect read with the anti-air. Hits the drive. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Sets up with the jumping. Both sides getting ready. Player 1 has this. What a smart throw! What now? Oh, what a rush! Drop that off. Drive burnout, but they might have a plan. Player 1 is in dark times with burnout. Finds the target. A rare chance here. What are they cooking up? Player 1 may be able to steal this back if they can land that super down and out. Woo. I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Tries to do something new and goes for the fireball. Player 1 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Gets down. Still slugging it out here.
Gets a chance with the jump in. Player 1 has used up all their drive. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also diminished.
Nails the anti-air. Takes a trip.
Projectile to try to change the situation. Player 2 chases him down. Heading into the...
Oh, now here's a chance to do some damage. With the life gap open, hits him. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Creates distance to try to get a read on the other. Brushes that off and keeps going. Impact shut out.
Checks them with the projectile. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. they decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Anything could happen here. Fires off a tiger shot. Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow. Goes for the jump in. Starts with the high tiger shot. Gets the jump in. Goes low with the experiencing burnout. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Looking for a chance. What are they doing? They continue to battle it out in the middle of the stage. Perfect read with the edge here. Player one has the full tiger chance. It's not gonna hit. Tries to make something happen with the overdrive on. Who's gonna take? Oh, what a rush! Only a little bit of drive and life. Hold it down. Will this super heart do anything? Savage Tiger Raid connects. He closes it out.
Well fought! Sagat.
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell them what's good. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Coming through. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Tons of time left. How's this match going to play out? Almost had it, but it gets blocked. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Plenty of life left in both fighters, but a big difference in drive. Who will take advantage? Dangerous range here. If you're careless, any move with long recovery can get jumped in on for good damage. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Shoots off a fireball up close. Player two can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. They've got the meter for a drive impact. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player two chases. Oh! That punish counter creates a chance for some juicy damage here. Player two has complete picks a good spot to use the super. They need to rely on their instincts here. Player two might have just shifted this round into high gear. Looking win snatches victory from the jaws of defeat. Player two wins the first round and is now riding a huge wave of momentum. Gotta make sure they respect the fireball. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Jumps! The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Parries the jump in to shut it down. Checks in with the low tiger shot. Starts with the high tiger shot. Player one will need to play it conservative until their driver is experiencing burnout. Player two will look to apply pressure here. What are they doing? Player one in dire straits with burnout. Time to reassess the situation. Fires off a tiger shot. Drive impact could be the end of this. Knockdown and tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Charges forward. What'll happen here? KO. Player two gets a clear victory. I know they want to add more W's to that column.